Section Softball Championships everywhere you could imagine on this sunny afternoon. So we begin with the Section 7 AAA title game between the North Branch Vikings and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. The 5th and 6th seed facing off in title game after both took down top-ranked Rock Ridge. The Vikings holding Grand Rapids scoreless through 4 innings thanks to senior pitcher Hannah Bernier. North Branch also up by 2. Sophomore Elsie Johnson takes a wild pitch, and while racing to first, the other sophomore Morgan Mann races home to make it 3-0. Thunderhawks looking for some more life, and it's the other pitcher, Addie Linder, who smashes the softball and takes it yard. A solo home run for Linder cuts the deficit to 3-1. But North Branch was making heads-up plays in the infield all day. Caitlin Hammond is able to stretch out and make the grab on the bunt attempt. So down to the last out now for Grand Rapids, but it's hit right to the shortstop, and that'll do it in this one. The 6th-seeded North Branch Vikings continue their Cinderella run all the way to the state tournament with a 3-1 win over the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And elsewhere in the Section 7 Single A Finals, Moose Lake Willow River wins big over Cherry 15-5, earning their trip to state. The Rebels will play in the state tournament for the 3rd straight year, while Proctor also three-peats after a 2-0 shutout win over Rush City in the Section 7 AA Finals. We'll hear from both of the section champs and have highlights from both of those meetings tonight at 10.